Greetings. Yeah, I hear karma's backfiring on them pretty bad. Is that true? Is that true? And I mean, to know that that was their main goal was to make Pisces upset, and lash out. I mean, when I hear Chosen 144 say things like, because you predicted it, they're going to think that you had something to do with it. And it's nice to know that they would have everything to do with the next predictions, so it really won't matter. I mean, it's simple enough. What they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves. Plain and simple. And that's where all the chaos and calamity is in the background in your cards, is people are now self-reflecting. Oh shit, we're starting to see it play out. What they wanted for that person is happening to them. So that means that whatever I wanted for that person is happening to them. And I mean, when it comes to unalive magic and I mean things like that, I mean, as a QHHT practitioner, I can wish all of you to go find a QHHT practitioner in your area and have the death experience. I can wish a past life regression on anyone in 117 countries. Find a practitioner in your area. It's that simple. It's that simple. But when I hear they knew there were risks and they went after it anyway, it's just what it is. I mean, when I hear that they wanted to sacrifice an earth angel to the devil for $1, did they not realize that we could give all of them to God for change? Did they not realize that? Simple enough. But I mean, when I hear that in the cards, that half-wit, ignorant authority figures are now starting to see what's going on. Well, yeah, the snake stinks from the head down. When you're protecting the rich guy with his willy and a child, that's what it is. It just fucks up the whole system. We don't have any more trust for you. And then magicians are allowed to get along. They're allowed. They're at that point, they're allowed because this guy doesn't want to be exposed, and this guy can just get away with whatever he wants to. And meanwhile, they're trying to affect how happy the sun is. Okay, great. Well, I mean, now that I see people on fire in my scry ball, now that I see people on fire in my remote viewing screen, Pisces, pay attention to your dreams. I do, sweetheart. There's people on fire. And contrary to popular belief, you would have to look at the Rainbow Covenant with God. It says that God won't flood the planet again. Read the fine print. It doesn't say anything about fire. So, and I mean, that's when I keep hearing, having Jinn in the cards and them violently shaking the shit out of people. So, I mean, you would have to understand the story of the origins of the Jinn. That was the whole thing about Iblis, was, he came with a band of angels to, he wanted to be the chief show. He wanted to show the human prodigy, the sons of Adam, his absolute power. So he wanted to take them all knew his intentions, so he okayed it. It was ordained. He wanted to surround them all he wanted to take them all to hellfire with him, because he was a fire Jinn. So he wanted to take them all to hellfire with him. He was going to come from the north, the south, the east, the west, above and below him. And he said what you would find is that most would be thankful. Most would be thankful, except those who were righteous. Okay, so now you've got Jinn in the cards with unspeakable ancient chaos. Now, I mean, me personally, I can surround the planet with Kundalini fire. I can take love, because love always wins. I can take love's intent to help or heal. And I can come from the north, I can come from the south, I can come from the left, I can come from the right. And you're still going to have those narcissists who feel entitled to Kundalini fire. And I guess if I'm calling that back, does that replace it with physical fire? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they did. I would have to know what they did to care about how to fix it. But having these visions and, they want to trigger Pisces. Well, I'm sorry, but people on fire in my scribe ball, that's just not going to do it for me. I'm sorry. Simple enough. Might do it for you, but if I know that that's their intention, I just have to fight them tooth and nail on giving a shit about the lives of other people. I just can't. I can't give them the satisfaction of Nostradamus ran up and down the street of his village screaming like the village nut over things that he envisioned or predicted that are about to happen to you. So it's what it is. I mean, I can't do anything about that. You manifested it. So, I mean, when every reader is saying these people have no one to blame except themselves, okay, cool. Fucking shame. Get to blaming. Get to blaming. Simple enough. Cut us all that is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light, us be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. I mean, when I hear Beyond the Veil say, in November, an earth sign is going to be exposed for their jealousy of a sun sign. Sweetheart, we told you that last November. I thank you, Beyond the Veil, and I understand the energy's still in the cards. It's been the same fucking reading for a year because they've been trying to find new ways to go against the divine, and only demons rebel against the divine. That's why the light's rebelling against all the demons. Simple enough. And more people, they recruited more people to do what? Get locked into something they can't get out of? Congratulations. It's what they wanted. What they wanted for another. It's what they wanted for themselves. Thank you, Spirit. Simple enough. I want the death experience on everyone in 117 countries where Dolores Cannon's QHHT is readily available. Simple enough. Get you in touch with the Most High. And to hear Pisces Kingdom say that, Pisces, you call the light down into people and connect them with their higher self. Yes, Pisces Kingdom, that's called a QHHT session. I'm a smart ass because you girls, and keep in mind, you're doing an amazing job. And I get off on that shit? Absolutely. I'm that asshole that didn't believe anything you girls said. Now I'm the asshole that tells you what it's called. Simple enough. You trade one spectrum of being an asshole for another. It's just what it is. Some habits are hard to get rid of. Thank you, Spirit. And keep in mind, when you're talking about these individuals, put in the comments, Pisces, they were dangling a carrot in front of your face. Yes, sweetheart, that's called selling. That's how they harvest divine feminine energy. That's how they harvest feminine energy in sales, period. Oh, I need to go talk to my husband. No, you don't. Selling her a pipe dream with a carrot on a stick is done by selling yourself so well that she doesn't wake up from the dream on your pipe, but yet she'll still want to eat the carrot right off your stick. It's a sleazy salesman's tactic. So when you have these covens or these fucking cults or whatever, and they have a cult leader and they want to sacrifice an earth angel, you sell the whole cult who are obsessed with Kundalini sexual energy. You just return the favor. You sell them a sacrifice an earth angel pipe dream with an earth angel like a carrot on a stick. And the key to selling some shit-faced stupid cult leader a pipe dream of sacrificing an earth angel with the earth angel like a carrot on a stick is to sell yourself so stupid. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Pisces, you played stupid to win. Well, yes, sweetheart, while they were breadcrumbing the earth angel was basically breadcrumbing them with a pipe dream of sacrificing the earth angel. How the fuck are you going to sacrifice an infinite, immortal, spiritual being? I mean, come on. And Pisces, they can't believe you survived. Which time? Which time, tarot reader? Which time can they not believe Pisces survived? I'd like to know. And which Pisces are they talking about? Because I do agree with Intuitive Goddess. Take yourself out of the picture. Because, I mean, if they were wanting to hang an anointed crown on the cross, and if what they wanted for another is now happening to them, well, that's me taking myself out of the picture, and now they kind of all go up on the cross. And I can't do anything about that. It has nothing to do with me. Has nothing to do with me. It's what they wanted for another. What they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves. Thank you, Spirit. Simple no. When I keep hearing a reader say that they wanted to sacrifice the healer for $1. Well, sweetheart, if we have a connection to the divine, then we're just going to give them to God for change. We're just going to give their souls to God for change. And when I hear you talking about Aztec energy and them being, scared of Pisces ancestors, well, I mean, Aztec sun god ancestors, those would be the lords of sorcery and the gods of human sacrifice. So it's fitting. It's fitting. Thank you, Spirit. It's fitting for the occasion. Everybody ready for Thanksgiving? Simple enough. When I hear Beyond the Veil say that, and they've been telling you for a year that there's been a death in the cards, and they've had a whole year for those demons to build up that negative energy to grow. Just like we were growing in our light, they were growing in their darkness. Simple enough. So, I mean, now you have a human vessel with a complete whole demon. And that whole demon is probably eating. I keep hearing that they're in the background having to heal. There's a whole group of people trying to heal. You think that demon's eating them alive? You think it is? I can't do anything about that. I mean, if they wanted to sacrifice an earth angel to the devil, chances are they're all starting to realize why the fuck would the devil want an earth angel when it can have all of them? Left brain, right brain, and the subconscious mind. And when you say that, Pisces, these energies have followed you lifetime after lifetime. Yes, tarot reader, as a QHHT practitioner, and I'm also a client, I'm doing past life regressions. Some of these individuals, Pisces, they don't understand their connection to you. Well, that's because they never asked about the QHHT session. I understand my connection. What's wrong with them? Why don't they understand their past life connection? They're starting to figure it out, aren't they? And oh man, it's got to be the hard way, because when I hear that, Pisces, these people want you to martyr yourself. No, 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 no. That's wanting the anointed crown to die for your sins. No, you didn't learn last time. You didn't learn that last time. Jesus died for our sins, and then you kept fucking sinning. Okay, great. So what have you done for Jesus lately? Can you not die for Jesus' sins this round? Oh, what the fuck is wrong with you? What's good for the goose is good for the gander, correct? Purpose. What is your purpose on earth? Simple enough. If you guys don't have a purpose on earth, then you have no purpose on earth. And if you're on someone else's, if you're not on your purpose, you're on someone else's. And there seems to be a whole lot of people on Pisces purpose. Seems to be a whole lot of people on Pisces purpose, and they're getting removed by the divine. When I hear that, I'm like, how does the divine remove people off of a path? Earthquakes? I don't know. I guess we'd have to ask Lake Isabel on Mother's Day. Volcanoes. The goddess Hestia, the INFJ goddess Hestia, she fought these demon gods with volcanoes. Simple enough. Maybe hurricanes. I hear Melissa blew all the ganja in Jamaica, the biggest recorded hurricane on record. And then I hear him say, Pisces, all of these storms and these events were just warnings. Okay, sweetheart. Well, if the biggest hurricane recorded to date was a part of those warnings, well, then that just means y'all are fucked. There's really nothing more we can say after that. That's what it is. Are you on your purpose? Or did you get in did the divine have to intervene to get these people off of someone's purpose? And the divine intervenes with storms and shit, and they just keep going. They just don't care until they're in it. Then when they're in it, then they care. And that's what we do. We want people to care. Passion. Now, when I see an angel playing you the smallest violin, that's what it is. Where do you hear angels play music? That's in heaven. So it's what it is. I mean, when I hear that war angels and their destroy, it's what Mystic 9 said. When evil goes up against an earth angel, war angels and their destruction soon follow. Well, thank you, Mystic 9. And we've been seeing quite a bit of destruction. And the way it fits like a puzzle piece. like Pisces is connecting the dots. Every time I hear Zen Zone today, she said, Pisces, they tried to sell you to the highest bidder. And I thought, on American soil, but go let the people in New Mexico, in Lincoln County, New Mexico. Lincoln didn't stand for that, selling people on human soil. Selling humans on American soil. So let the fine people of Lincoln County, New Mexico, because they got a deluge. They got a deluge. Now I don't know how they would feel about it. When I hear that, I instantly think of an alien pissing on your planet. We come in peace. It's on my community page. I went ahead and I took the liberty of doing some upside down service. That's what it is. But I put a picture of an alien pissing on your planet in the upright. Simple enough. Simple enough. That to me, that would be war angels and the destruction. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, if you're thinking about storms, God's bringing the storms. And keep in mind, God is not burning earth angels. No. As 2025 has showed us, God is burning man. And now that I've got people on fire in my fucking scriballs, it's fitting. It is. It's fitting that we've gone from burning man with 70,000 people in a problem to, well, I guess, who's in the middle of this spiritual warfare on earth? Is that you? Are you in the middle of it? Simple enough. I mean, anytime I hear a reader say that, large groups of people are really going to regret playing in that Earth Angel's energy. Well, first I want to define, what does large mean? I mean, is large? Is that big? Is that like huge? What is large? And when I hear groups, is that like a mall? Is that like a mall? Is that like a stadium? Is that like maybe a state? I don't know. I think Jamaica. Maybe it's an island. Maybe it's an island somewhere. Right? And I mean, just to think that all of this was over money and to keep from exposing rich men in power that are pedos, this is kind of sad. It is really, really sad that something as beautiful as the anointed crown on your planet triggered the demons of rich men and children. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. It's not my fault that you gave your power away to rich men and your kids. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. And I was, and I'm going to have to go back because she just said something about a cult leader being scared shitless. And I mean, if there are people in power that are protecting and watching the Earth Angel, well, I mean, what you give, you get tenfold at this point. Isn't that what it is? You give what you give, you get. If you were to give an Earth Angel a free pass with immunity and all that fun stuff, just telling these individuals that they would stop overnight. And we want to do the right thing before more storms start carrying your fucking families off the planet. Simple. And I hear Pisces. Pisces, did y'all have some family involved in some weird shit over money? Simple enough. Simple enough. As far as, and you got to keep in mind, I leave all the time because I mean, look what you're dealing with. Simple as the wrong dead dad for Thanksgiving, all kinds of fun shit goes on. And when you're the black sheep of the family, and then you start a business and start doing better than fucking pretty much all of them. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I mean, I can remember laying in that bed back there for years after an injury, and it is what it is. You start studying things. You start studying ways to heal. You start giving shit about something other than medication. That the best thing Dolores Cannon ever told me was how people specifically want to medicate you to deaden your gifts. The minute they know that you're gifted, oh God, they have they have a label for that. They have a label for that, just like I have a label for them, dupers and stupid and behind the times. That's the best part about these logical-minded people is we have a special technique in QHHT to be able to bring the creator consciousness into their minds. It's called removing Mr. Stupid. And you've got to think, if you've got left brain logical people running around the planet operating on Mr. Stupid, well, then you would expect Mr. Stupid things to happen in the world. It's just what it is, logically. That's what it is. And I mean, we've been preparing everyone for quite some time that these days were coming, that what they wanted for another would be happening to them. Me, I'm getting better every day. Simple enough. I get better every day. Simple. I grow. That's what humans do. They grow. Now, if you've got people that wanted the absolute worst for Pisces and now they're wilting, well, that's because that's what they wanted for another. What they wanted for another is what they want for themselves. So I wanted everyone to grow. They wanted Pisces to wilt. And it's simple enough. Now they're wilting, and I can't do anything about it. I can't do anything about fucking rotten people going back to the earth. I can't do anything about that. It's what they wanted for someone else. When people want you to go to hell and rot, they end up going to hell and rotting. I can't do anything about that. Purpose! Your soul yearns to fulfill its purpose in life, to express your true self. The angel of purpose is here to show you how. Consider your work, personal life, and beliefs, and review the steps that brought you to this point. If these aspects of life fill you with energy, it is a sign that they are vital to your soul's purpose. However, if any of them make you tired, depressed, or even ill, you need to change them. So when I hear these readers say that, you had important people that were experimenting on Pisces and, trying this and trying that. So now what they wanted for another, since that's going back on them, are they still important? Are those people still important? Simple. Do they still have authority? Do they still have authority, or are they absolute fucking victims of their own stupidity? However, if any of these make you tired, how's your energy? Depressed, are you happy as the sun? Or even ill, I know a great healer. You need to change them. Sit quietly and call on the angel of purpose to help you. Then make a list of all the things that you would love to do. Start by doing the smallest one and work through the list. As you spend more time following your heart, you will attract positive energy that will help in bringing your dreams to fruition. Well, yeah, I think activating God the Great Equalizer and removing a lot of these fucking false-minded authority figures off the planet. It's just what it is, because what they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves. And they didn't want to change. They had every opportunity to change and do the right thing, but they don't do that anymore. I live in accordance with my soul's purpose. Symbols, footprints, light, Mars, horse and rider, bow and arrow and ribbon. And every time I hear readers say, Pisces, they wanted to prolong this as long as possible so they could find new ways to try to set you up so that, okay, great. So all that's going back on them. Everything they put the Earth Angel through, they will now have to go through themselves. Congratulations. That's worth learning patience. That's worth learning challenges. That's worth overcoming shit with immortality. It's simple enough. I don't have any problem with that. Now, how it's going to affect them going back on them, that's not my problem. I'm not responsible for how people feel. Just not responsible for how they feel. Simple enough. I'm not responsible for their false sense of fucking security. It's just what it is. It has nothing to do with me. That's between them and God. And they don't believe in God anyway. So when God starts smacking them in the fucking head and rubbing their face and shit like a bad puppy, it's just what it is. So I guess they'll believe, and they'll learn sooner or later. Sooner or later, these karmic energies will learn. Passion. Passion. A simple, sincere apology would do. Yeah, a simple, sincere apology would do. Simple enough. Thank you guys for the beautiful 5-star reviews. And I am, me personally, a simple, sincere apology. I am so sorry that you've had Virgo energy all in your Pisces readings. I hope that doesn't have anything to do with the Virgo that's in my reviews. I wouldn't have anything to do with. And if you have a problem with Italy being underwater, I certainly hope that doesn't have anything to do with the Scorpio death energy that is in my reviews from Italy. Because, when I hear Chosen 144 say it's a Scorpio witch and, an Italian. And he did. He said Italian. I'm thinking, okay, well, let me start looking for Italy. And then I do. I go to look up natural disasters in Italy, and wouldn't you know, my birthday song makes me think, well, did they send out something for my birthday just for it to go back on them? What a present. Passion is not only the thrill of physical love, it is a blazing energy and a desire to put your body, heart, and soul into pursuing your most cherished dreams. And I agree with Straight for the Divine. A simple, sincere apology would do. I'm sorry you guys have to deal with the wrong dead dad for Thanksgiving. I'm so sorry that you guys have to deal with crooked cops. I'm so sorry that y'all have to deal with Freemasons and crimes against children in the Pisces reads around a healer. I'm so sorry that you guys have to deal with any of that shit. I don't like to hear it either, but simple enough. Since when I use divination to mirror the moment of my own 5-star business energy. And then I hear that, the intuitive healer is intuitively exposing crimes against children and fucking swingers with, their dicks and children. We just had a club like that not too long ago. A couple years ago. And I'm sure if the club was open for years, I'm sure they didn't get everybody. I'm sure they didn't get all of them. Giving kids pills and shit. Come on, dance for me, youngin'. Sweet, that was this club right down here. And I'm sure if it was a club and it had been open for a while, I'm sure they didn't get all of them. It is a blazing energy and a desire to put your body, heart, and soul into pursuing your most cherished dreams, and indeed into everything that you do. Like fire, passion gives vital warmth and sustains life, but it needs to be handled wisely. You need to identify all those aspects of your life that excite joy and enthusiasm in you. Ask the angel of passion to give you signs that show you how to channel this positive energy into action for the greater good of all, so that you can have a beneficial impact on the world. Ask her to reveal a cause that will stir your soul and to attract people into your life who will enliven your spirit and help you to achieve your ideals. Well, that's the thing. When I hear all of these readers talking about a Pisces that has divine protection, I want to take a step back. I want to take a step back, take a third person point of view and being the observer. I want to be the observer of that. And I want to look for that Pisces, that healer that's glowing, with the anointed light of the crown. I want to look for that Pisces. Because if you've got people trying to steal the crown, you got people fucking trying to dull the shine, and it's just basically because that light irritates their demons, which is what it is. I'm not looking for people with irritated demons. I've had plenty of that in my experience. I'm sorry. Simple apology will do. Sorry, I'm not dealing with triggered fucking demons. No. I'm going to look for that Pisces. I'm going to look for that Pisces because, no one is better than anyone else. Anyone can ascend up to the crown activation. It's what it is. There's got to be more than one fucking Pisces sun out there that did it. Simple enough. Even though that I know the inner light awakening of an INFJ is reverted back to 1 to 2% of the human population, only occurring 0.04% in males. Chances are it's like finding a needle in a haystack. So it might take some time. However, when I hear that individual completed an 8-year cycle, and I wouldn't ever ask an entire group to do anything I wasn't willing to do myself. Now my personal 8-year cycle, we overcame death a couple times. Simple enough. A lot of death magic thrown our way. Simple enough. And when I hear readers say Pisces, they don't know how you survived. Oh, okay, great. What Pisces are you talking about? What Pisces? Simple enough. Where is this Pisces? They can't believe they survived. Are they not looking for the fucking survivor? Simple enough. Or are they just sitting back waiting for their 8-year cycle to go ahead and take them completely out? Tenfold. My heart is filled with a passion for life. Symbols: red, dance, sparkling light, heart, flame, sun, and Mars, the planet. Now, when I hear the Cancer of Pisces, a Scorpio aspect, in the cards. I mean, those are the fixed signs. That would be Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Venus. No. See, my Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, my Cancer would be in Mars, which represents iron. And when Cancer represents the chariot energy, that would be that iron chariot energy, or the Pleiadian Masters Diamond Light Merkaba energy that's in the cards. Simple enough. Now, when I hear a reader say that the Scorpio death energy has people, all in a situation, my Scorpio death energy is in Uranus, so I don't have that Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio fixed sign situation. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. I'm not any one of those for Cancer. For Cancer, I'm the wild card. I'm the Leo rising and the twin Gemini moon, and that's always going to be the key. Is the gem that is hidden behind the moon. I have a gem hidden behind the moon, and that's what's got people fucked up. Is my gem that's behind the moon. And that's how I'm going to know, because when I find that Pisces, I know what's hidden behind the moon. I know what is hidden behind the moon. I know you've got a Pisces out there with fucking Capricorn devil hidden behind the moon. And that's fine. That's fine. However, you also have women with fucking entity attachments all in the cards for the Pisces reads. Simple enough. I don't have anything to do with those women. Simple enough. Have I had any dealings with women that had entity attachments? Well, yeah, Reiki for entity removal is a part of my business. What's the problem? They have to give you consent. They would rather feed the entity. Simple enough. I can remember having a fucking djinn come alive on me in a little Leo. Her name was Nicole. I fucking followed that entity all the way to fucking Indiana. Simple enough. Sending me pictures and shit with fucking entities and shit all in the picture. I love that shit. I don't say anything. No, I want to see that shit for myself. And wouldn't you know, they come back here to Tyler and I'm going to put you back to sleep. I'm like, oh yeah, well, I'm glad you revealed yourself to me. So now let me go ahead and just leave you with a devil. I left her with a devil Capricorn. He's only got one leg now. Simple enough. Guess what I did? The minute you say you're going to put me back to sleep, little djinn, and a fucking 4-foot girl, no. I ditch your ass with a devil Capricorn that ends up with only one leg afterward, because I know where those situations and fucking curses are going. Nobody listens till it's too late and they only got one fucking leg, but I can't do anything about that. I'm not responsible for your other leg. It's called karma for a reason. And every time I see somebody losing an arm and a leg around me, I keep thinking, did they try to cost an earth angel an arm and a leg? Service! So we might not all be able to save lives or do other heroic deeds, but everyone can play a part in society by willingly sharing their talents. I hear there's a Pisces out there with some intuitive superpowers that are scaring the shit out of people. Is that true? That's the Pisces I'm looking for. Simply that's the one thing. When I hear someone say, "Oh, we're hidden in plain sight," cool. Do your abilities scare the shit out of people? Because I'm looking for that person. I'm not looking, my abilities make nifty jewelry. And no. I'm looking for the people whose abilities are mutant, scare the fuck out of people. That's the people I want to work with. But Pisces, you can do things no one else can do. Tarot reader, please don't tell them that. They'll think I'm looking for myself or something. It's know thyself true for a reason, huh? The Angel of Service encourages you to give your capabilities, knowledge, and time to help and inspire others, and thus make a difference in the world. Call on the Angel of Service to support you as you serve others in your own way. Ask her to show you the people or the situations that most need your aid. Well, that's sweet. I mean, if you've got a light being, a light worker, starseed, earth, and whatever the fuck, a healer. If you've got a healer who has a light that is triggering people's demons, well, you can't work with people who have triggered demons. No. You want to look for that light. This is what it might take some time. Might take some time to find the other light beings on the planet. However, that's how you call it. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Do you want to attract a bunch of triggered demons into your reality, or do you want heaven on earth? Trigger demons fuck everything up, and they've shown that. Their track record more than proves itself. Ask her to show you the people or situations that most need your aid. If you need money, resources, or assistance, ask her to help you to attract it. Whatever you do for others, do it with warmth for the higher good of all. If there are any tasks that you dislike, ask the angel to help you accomplish them with gladness and good grace. I offer the best of my talents for the greater good of all. Symbols, uniform, Maltese cross, rose, flag, crown, scepter, official chain, or medallion. Now, and I don't believe everything that a tarot reader says. However, when I hear Beyond the Veil say that people are watching a group in the background having to heal, and they're like, "Oh, what did you guys do?" Because it's their magic backfiring. Cool. So, who are those people? No one's told me anything. They don't call. They don't write. They don't say anything. However, it's if I'm trying to figure out what they did to the sun because they don't want to take accountability. But if we know that whatever they did to the sun is going back on them, guys, please let me know. Let me know what's going on to them so I can know what they did to the sun. And we don't have to really worry about what's happening to them, but I would like to know. That way, when I find that earth angel, I'm be like, hey, did they? Well, yeah, because that happened to this person. Yeah, well, they did this. Well, that happened to this person too. Anyway, y'all have a beautiful day, and yeah, I mean, yeah, I would love for the energy to clear out, but every time I go to utilize my abilities and do any predictions, all I see is people on fucking fire. So whether it be whether it be more planes falling out of the air, I don't know. You'll have to tell me. Simple enough. All I know is what they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves. And when I keep hearing they wanted to sacrifice an earth angel to the devil, that's people on fire in my fucking scry ball as far as I'm concerned. Simple enough. Namaste.